I know what you were thinking. It appeared from nowhere, under the kitchen counter, or behind the trash can, or across the bathroom floor at 11 at night. And your first instinct, completely understandable, is to grab the nearest shoe, or a spray can, or your hand. But before you do that, I need you to stop for 1 second, because that cockroach is not what you think it is. And everything you have been told about it, everything the pest control industry, the advertising, and 3 generations of instinct have taught you, is the reason your home has more of them. Today we are going to change the way you see it, not by asking you to stop killing it, just by showing you what it is actually doing in your home, and why the disgust you feel every time you see one is the only thing standing between you and a much more honest understanding of what is living with you. The cockroach, 350 million years old, older than the dinosaurs, older than the first tree. It has survived every mass extinction event in Earth's history, every ice age, every asteroid impact, every volcanic winter, and it is still here, in your kitchen, under your sink. There is a reason for that, and by the end of this video, you are going to understand what that reason is, and why the creature you have spent your life trying to eliminate has been doing something in your home that you never once asked it to do. Let's start with the reputation, because it is the first thing everyone notices, and the first thing most people completely misunderstand. There are 4,500 species of cockroach on this planet. 4,500. Of those, only 4 are considered household pests. 4 out of 4,500. The other 4,496 live in forests, in soil, in caves, under bark. They pollinate plants. They break down dead organic matter. They feed birds, lizards, frogs, and hundreds of insect species that would collapse without them. The cockroach you are afraid of is not most cockroaches. It is 4 out of 4,500. The species in your home, Blattella germanica, the German cockroach, did not originate in Germany. It evolved in Southeast Asia, and it did not invade human homes. It evolved alongside them. For 350 million years, this creature has been adapting to exactly the kind of environment that human buildings create. Warm, damp, full of organic material. It was not designed to be a pest. It was designed to survive, and it is very, very good at it. Now let's talk about what it is actually doing in your home, because this is the part that changes everything. The cockroach does not just move through your home looking for food. It feeds on mold, on fungi, on decomposing organic matter, in the exact spaces where harmful pathogens develop. Wall cavities, the gap behind your refrigerator, under the bathroom floor, inside the cabinet beneath your sink. The dark, damp spaces where mold grows silently, before you ever see it on a surface. The cockroach is in those spaces, not because it is dirty, but because that is where its food is. And here is the part that almost nobody in this conversation ever mentions. Scientists studying the cockroach gut microbiome have identified something extraordinary. The cockroach brain and nervous tissue produce compounds with antibiotic properties against some of the most drug-resistant bacteria known to modern medicine. MRSA, E. coli. Researchers at the University of Nottingham published peer-reviewed findings on this. They found that cockroach tissue destroys these bacteria at the cellular level. The insect you have been spraying with poison produces, inside its own body, something that pharmaceutical laboratories cannot yet synthesize. Let that settle for a moment. Here is the part that will matter most to you as a homeowner. What the pest control industry has never told you is that cockroaches in a home almost always mean one thing: a moisture problem. Not a cockroach problem, a moisture problem. Cockroaches are drawn to damp, decaying organic matter. They do not create that environment. They follow it. The cockroach under your sink is not the cause of the problem. It is a symptom of one. And here is the part that pest control companies have understood for decades, but have no financial incentive to tell you. Killing the cockroach leaves the moisture, leaves the mold, leaves the exact conditions that brought it there. New cockroaches find the same entry points, follow the same trail, and 3 months later, you call again. Killing the cockroach is the solution that keeps you paying. Fixing the moisture source is the solution that does not. Here is the part that matters most for your peace of mind. The fear of cockroaches is not invented. It is not irrational. In severely overcrowded, unsanitary conditions, cockroaches can spread bacteria. That is documented. That is real. But here is what is also documented. In a clean home, with 1 or 2 cockroaches, appearing occasionally near a moisture source. There are no recorded cases of disease transmission. None. The cockroach on your kitchen counter at night is not infecting your food. It is looking for water. And the speed that frightens people, that sudden burst across the floor, is not aggression. It is flight. Every time a cockroach moves quickly in your presence, it is running away from you, not toward you. You are not its prey. You are a very large, warm obstacle that it would prefer to avoid entirely. Here is the most practically useful thing in this entire video. If you are seeing cockroaches regularly in your home, the cockroach is not your problem. The cockroach is telling you that you have one. Cockroaches do not stay in spaces where there is nothing for them. They are there because your home has a moisture source, an entry point, and organic matter in a space you cannot easily see. More cockroaches means a bigger source, not a bigger cockroach problem. A bigger environmental problem that has been developing somewhere in your walls, your subfloor, or your crawl space, possibly without any visible sign at the surface level. The cockroach is the indicator. What is behind the baseboard is the source. So what do you actually do? One cockroach, occasionally, near a specific area. A pipe, under a sink, behind an appliance. Find the moisture source. Fix it. The cockroach has no reason to stay. Multiple cockroaches, regularly, across different areas. That is a sustained environmental signal. Check for leaking pipes. Fix standing water. Improve ventilation in damp spaces. Seal gaps around baseboards and foundation penetrations. Clear organic clutter from dark storage areas. These steps address the conditions. The cockroach population will follow. And if you find one and simply cannot leave it where it is, a glass and a piece of cardstock, we'll relocate it outside without harming it, and without requiring you to get any closer than you are comfortable with. The cockroach in your home is not an invader. It is not a danger. It is not a sign that something is wrong with your home or your housekeeping. It is a creature that evolved alongside human structures for 350 million years, surviving everything the planet has thrown at it, carrying a biology that medicine is only beginning to understand, and appearing in your home to tell you something specific about the conditions inside your walls. It is, by any honest measure, on your side. 350 million years old. Survived every extinction. Still here. That is not something to spray. That is something to understand. Even if understanding, in this particular case, looks a lot like fixing the pipe under your sink. Instead of reaching for a can, have you ever killed a cockroach and later found a leak or mold in exactly the same spot? Tell me about it in the comments. I read every single one. And if today changed the way you see one of the most misread creatures in your home, that shift is exactly what this community is built on. And if this is the kind of story that made you stop and think, there is an entire world of these waiting for you on this channel. Every week, we look at one more creature that most people have spent their whole life misunderstanding. The spider in your corner, the web on your porch, the thing under your garden pot that has been cleaning your soil since before humans existed. Each one has a story, and each one changes the way you see your own home. If you do not want to miss the next one, the subscribe button is right below this video. It costs you nothing, and the next story is already waiting.